expect them to battle it out with New England. And if they get a hold of New England and win that game, it could be a whole different scenario in the AFC East.
Yeah, I think Buffalo right there, they at 7-4. They ain't, these losses adding up. So
Yeah.
if y'all can go on a 3-game winning streak, and Buffalo go on a 3-game losing streak, now we talking about a whole different type of talk.
And
But
as
to
far
me,
as
I didn't
Miami,
think Miami fight for their job.
yeah, well, it's game by game with them, because with the games the 2 games that we won in a row, none of them were convincing. Like, oh, the Dolphins play like world beaters. No, the
Right.
mistakes are still there. The mistakes are still there, and to be honest with you, that game in Washington against the Commanders, of course, without Jaden Daniels, they're a different football team, so we took
Right.
advantage of that. And coming in this week against a struggling Saints team, we could take advantage of that. We got a very favorable schedule coming down the
Yeah,
pipeline.
y'all got some gobble
Yeah,
team to play at the end. So,
yeah, I think
like,
we play the
y'all
best
can make a
after the
little
Saints.
noise at the end.
And
Because, y'all got the Saints, Jets, Steelers, Cincinnati, Tampa Bay, then y'all play New England at the end. So,
yeah,
eh,
it's a possibility, but it's game by game. It depends on the matchup, and
yeah.
it depends on what
And
Miami.
really, the world beater y'all got to play at the end is in y'all division. The last
Yeah,
game, the rest of them probably could be winnable. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, and that could make that New England game in Week 17. That's what I'm saying to you. If Buffalo beats New England and Miami win a couple more games, and can make that Week 17 game interesting. Even though Miami might not qualify for the playoffs, it could still shake up the seeding in the AFC.
Yeah.
But
And
we can
before
flip
I
that.
almost get off Miami though.
Yeah, we flip that over to the Bears, y'all division
Yeah.
leaders. You know what I'm
Before I get
saying?
off Miami though, who you think y'all got that New England? What y'all think about the Saints? You think you got them this weekend?
I'll be very disappointed if the Dolphins lose to the Saints for one reason, and one reason only, is because that's not the type of team that you lose to when everybody's fighting
Right.
for their assistance. You know,
Yeah.
real Dolphin fans already know that
Mm.
this team that we watching next year is probably going to look something similar to this. So
Yeah.
if we're going to continue this, if we got to ride the wave one more year with McDaniels and Tua and all of that, these are the teams that we cannot lose to.
Yeah. I think like my final word to get off here is I think y'all should win the game. Saints suck. They terrible. And I know they play worse in football than y'all, so I'll be surprised if y'all lose. So y'all should win this one probably like this be about 30-10 should be.
I'm gonna say a little bit closer. I'm gonna say a little bit closer because the Dolphins are the Dolphins. It don't sometimes it's not the Saints. It could be the Dolphins turning the ball over and
Mm-hmm.
not being able to run the ball or something like that. So I see the Dolphins winning this game, something like 27-17.
Mm-hmm. That sound good. That sound good.
So we flip this over to these division winners, man. These division leaders, I would say, on the verge of being division winners. The Bears, man, y'all got the big Friday showcase. You know,
Mm-hmm.
what y'all gonna do with it, man?
I think we play the Eagles, right? To be the world champ. But they have a problem on offense. Defensively now, they there. But offensively, they can't find their identity. So we need to take advantage of that. We need to take advantage of that.
I like the matchup really, and as far as the Eagles, I don't think they need an identity. I think they need to just play football. Who cares if you're a running team or a passing team? How about you can have multiple attacks? You got a passing game that's deadly and a running game that's deadly, and you got to find a balance in between. But why they find that balance in between, they're going to go face a Bears team that's really, really, really like putting it together. That offense is humming right now.
Yeah, and I say this, right? My Bears, right? We surprised because like we outseeding what we ain't think we gonna get that far. Cause last year we only won 5 games. So
Yeah. But it happens like that. There's always one team in the league that goes from worst to first. There's always one of those teams in the league that finds their footing and they been able to take off. And it's been in the making. Hey, Caleb Williams, just like any other rookie quarterback, had to go through it woes. But you guys did the right thing by getting some good tutelage around them. And you can see that instead of having the awesome rookie year and the sophomore slump, it looked like he's doing the Peyton Manning where he had a rough rookie year and that sophomore year he snapped into
Yeah,
it.
that's how Peyton Manning was. And like, it was a couple quarterbacks that were great that had a bad season, you know what I'm saying? A rough
Mm-hmm.
rounded off, you know what I'm saying, like Drew Brees, Peyton Manning,
Yeah,
Eli,
it
like
started off
they
rough,
had a rough, and then they just
snapped into it.
yeah. And I think Caden gonna snap into it because I'm gonna say here, like I was saying last week, the Ben Johnson effect is real. Coaching make a difference. His coaching made a cultural shift in the locker room. Now we learning how to win. We believe we can be good. So with that different, man, that make a big difference. You
And
know.
another thing for Caleb Williams, I think he's learning this early in his career, and I think it's going to make him have a better pro career when he learns that a quarterback that spreads the ball out is a quarterback that wins.
Mm-hmm.
Those quarterbacks that get locked on their number one receiver or get locked on their favorite tight end and they always use that as a bailout. They never really scan the whole field looking for other opportunities. I think by Caleb not having that true number one, you know, a Dunye tough, you know what I'm saying? But not having that true number one, he's scanning the entire field now.
Yeah.
And he's finding receivers on the backside open. He's finding those second and third routes that are breaking, and he's able to hit them. And that right there is a big evolution from what he did last year. Because last year I felt like
Yeah.
he was getting stuck with the ball in his hands, trying to find certain people.
Yeah. And I think last year is different was, and this the big and different. We got a top 10 offensive line this year, you know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Offensive line number 8 in the league. So like we got protection now. Like last year we had the 31. We the worst offensive line in the league last year. So the offensive line we invested in it, and Ryan Poe did the right thing and it paying off. You see the difference. He's not rushing no more. So now he got time to learn. When it's different when somebody coming for your head every 5 seconds. God dog, you seeing ghosts. You know
Yeah,
when you get hit
I
hard
think
enough, you
that's
see
what's wrong with
ghosts.
our quarterback. I think that's what's wrong with our quarterback. He's seeing ghosts out of all of the sacks and hits that he took, and everybody be like, yeah, he hold on to the ball like he don't want. Man, listen, if you was playing behind them five right there,
Hell yeah.
listen, I don't trust none of them.
He say, oh, touch your offensive line. That
No, no, I
y'all
don't
gotta
trust
invest in your offensive line. Like the Bears, we been off season, we went to go get the people we need to get, on the offensive line because we knew Caleb need protection. And we bring a Ben in, and Ben Johnson effect, like I said, and Ben make the wheel go. And like this is what Caleb got to learn before we go to the game and my final thoughts on it. Caleb got to learn this. He's gonna learn in time that um the next thing I learned is to touch on the ball. Everything a hard bullet. Like he gotta learn how to lighten up, how to lob, when to throw low, you know what I'm saying? Not to get the head, your receiver head off. But he's learned that later, because right now he's still learning plays. But once he get that playbook down, now he learn how to the different part of the game, learn how
put
to
some touch on the
stop
ball.
everything in a bullet, you know what I'm saying? Everything up here, some okay, let me throw it down low a little bit where he can catch it. Oh, let me put a touch on here. I ain't gotta throw it like a bullet. That's why he be off sometimes. Cause he throw everything so damn hard. So that make it, so yeah,
Yeah,
that mess it up too.
and I think the Ben Johnson effect is real, and being able to have a coach that can really dial it up, like
Yeah.
like it's a difference. You see it in the league. You got the Sean Paytons and you got the Andy Reeds. Those type of coaches, they can dial it up.
Yeah,
But
they can dial it up.
you got different type of coaches. Like you got coaches like Mike McDaniel and Kyle Shanahan. They got plays. it ain't that they can dial it up. They just got plays. They got tons of plays. Sean McVay is like that too. They
Sean
got
McVay, Andy
yeah.
Reid, dial it up.
But then you got those coaches that they know how to dial that game plan up. They know how to tear that defense up. And with Ben Johnson, he's one of those guys that can really dial it up. He know how to attack the weakness of the defense.
Yeah, he know how to call the plays.
Yeah, instead of like running the play and trying to perfect it for your team, he running a play attacking the weakness of the defense. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference between the two.
And I think like this, right? That Ben Johnson, we're gonna be okay for years because he'd run the offense. So our offense never gonna get changed. So long Caleb can grow in that offense, we ain't gotta worry about losing offensive coordinator. We can lose defensive coordinator. The offense always gonna stay the same because being here. So that's a great thing for the future. We ain't gotta worry about getting another offensive coordinator no more. You know?
That's the truth. So what you think? What y'all gonna do on Friday?
I think Black Friday is gonna be a Black Friday, and I think we're gonna beat the Eagle 20-17. And I think Caleb gonna get tested because it's gonna be the hardest defense he ever played so far. But we lead the lead in takeaways, in turnover. We are the number one team in takeaways in the NFL. So, and the way the Eagle playing, I think our defense gonna get a critical takeaway at the end, and we should win like 20-17. I think the defense gonna do some critical takeaway at the end. And Caleb, they gotta play good football.
I'm gonna say something different. How about this? Mm-hmm. I think this is gonna be a very low-scoring game, and I think the Eagles are gonna win like 10-7. And to be honest with you, I think it's going to be a defense-heavy game. It's going to be a lot of threes and outs, a lot of punts. And I think, honestly, I could see the Eagles with a late field goal in the fourth quarter to win the game.
I ain't mad at that because it's going to be a rough end. But I think we, pull it out. But we could lose too. I'm be honest.
And I'm gonna say they tough. The Eagles are tough because they are orthodox. They just find a way to win, and that's the scary part about them. They're not good. They're not great at any one thing. You know what I'm saying? Their running game is not great this year. Their passing game is not great this year. Their offensive line is not great this year.
Yeah, they definitely not great because
they ain't getting much from the tight end position like they have in the past. None of it is great, but what it is they just finding a way to win. And we watched Kansas City win a Super Bowl like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just finding a way to win.
That's finding a way to win. But, that's what I think, man. It's going to be a rough game for the Bears. Caleb going to get tested, so we'll see. Bear down. But let's go to the Turkey Day game.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say because the Turkey Day game is the real thing because, the Bears taking a loss to the Eagles is a conference loss, but you guys are in the midst of a division battle.
Yeah.
And that's more important.
And now see, that first game though, the Packers is 7-3-1, right? And the Detroit is 7-4. So I want Detroit to win, they put that 4 loss on Green Bay. And if the Bears win, right, if they say they lose on Friday, they go down to 4. But they still got the 8, so it's like we still got the lead. So like we still good. But
you need
the
Lions
Green Bay winning, and then we lose. Now Green Bay's on top. See what I'm saying?
Oh, so you need the Packers to take an L.
Yeah, I need the Packers to take an L.
Well, that could work out good for you because the way Jordan Love is playing and the way that Jared Goff is playing is two different things going on. Jared Goff right now, he's still playing solid, and that offense in Detroit is still what it needs to be.
And I think when they fired the offensive coordinator, Dan Campbell said, "I'm going to take over play call," and they stepped it up. I ain't know Dan Campbell could call some plays like that, but they been stepping up since Dan Campbell been calling the plays.
Like my boy said on ESPN, Dan Campbell putting the glasses on and start digging in that ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I think Green Bay. I think Green Bay defense got it better because Michael Parsons, they defense in front is strong, but Jordan Love been inconsistent. He been so damn inconsistent.
Hey, and believe it or not, he having one of them Tua Tagovailoa seasons, but nobody's saying nothing.
You know what? You hit it on the head.
Hey,
you hit it on the head.
I'm just for saying like I is because my boy take a lot of heat for it, but they don't be. It's like the camera's only on in Miami. They don't see everybody else. Jordan
Love
up here started off the first 2 or 3 games playing good, and after that he has really just. I'm talking about it has been a shit show.
Yeah. That Love ain't been there. He's been so damn inconsistent. Come on, man.
One drive, he come out and he's throwing lasers up and down the field. And the next drive, you'd be like, yo, what the hell? I don't understand it. Yeah. And that inconsistency right now at this late in the season is not where you want to be in Green Bay.
And the way Detroit playing right now on both sides of the ball, I give Detroit a win tomorrow.
Yeah. And I give Detroit the convincing win. And the reason I say convincing win is because I don't think Green Bay is as hungry as Detroit is to get to this postseason. The way Green Bay is playing right now, it looks like they have to. It looks a little different, man. Josh Jacobs ain't running that rock with anger like he used to. It looked like he bouncing in that hole now instead of hitting. Mm-hmm. And all of their receivers, I don't know. They so inconsistent. They trash. And
let's go on to the next game.
I ain't gonna shit on Romeo. Romeo gets it in, but they trash.
They trash. Yeah. You'll get on to the next game. Everybody gonna be looking at this game. KC versus Dallas. And it's critical because both of these teams trying to make the playoff, and they both got a damn near goal on a 5-game tear to get in the playoff. And winning like this, if they winning on these teams lose tomorrow, that might end their playoff run right there.
Well, can I chime in first and say this?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Kansas City. I think Dallas gonna whoop their ass.
Woo! I'll let you go first.
I'm not talking about 21-20 some shit. No, I'm talking about Dallas offense is explosive. And the way Dak Prescott throwing right now, that rock, and how the way George Pickens is being a man right now, I don't understand how Kansas City matched that energy.
Well, I say this, right? I'm going to take KC only because KC defense still inconsistent. And Pat, in these special moments, like last week, can always be special. And Dak can always fail at any time. You know what I'm saying? And the Cowboy defense with these trades for Quentin Williams and the linebacker they got, that kind of helped their defense. Quentin Williams snapping and the linebacker they got. They snapping. But guess what? At the end of the day, I think their defense can't hold up. At the end of the day, Jordan Pickett is playing like a beast. You know what I'm saying? I think he the real number 1 receiver, not CeeDee Lamb no more, to be honest. Pickett the number 1, not CeeDee Lamb. I said that. But at the end, I think Pat, that's special, and they going to pull it out.
Hey, you know what I seen Sunday night?
Mm-hmm.
I seen the Eagles get out to a convincing 21-point lead. I'm using that word convincing today. The Eagles was in control of that entire football game going in the half. The Dallas Cowboys came out and caught that and then went up. They right now, to me, honestly, I think they're the best offense in football right now. And
they got a potent offense now.
And the way I'm just saying, the way
that offense is potent.
The way George Pickens is playing right now really makes them a threat because we know CD can do what he does.
Yeah, if he ain't dropping
all
he
got to do is start catching the ball, stop dropping the ball so much.
Yeah, dropping ball left to right.
So we know what CD does. Yeah. But what George Pickens is doing makes the offense dangerous.
Oh
because
yeah.
when he's able to go to either side, we've seen this movie already before.
Oh
Dak,
yeah.
Dak that season is when he had two receivers and he was able to
Mm-hmm.
go to both sides. And I just, man, that's a lot to handle from Kansas City, who's struggling to get things going.
Yeah, I just think I just see the clutch, and they did it for so many years. Maybe I'm still stuck in the Pat Mahomes magic stage, but I just see it too much, and they got the spirit to do it. So
Yeah,
I don't know though. It's gonna be a toss up. I ain't
yeah.
saying that.
I feel like Indianapolis didn't complete the mission last week. I don't
Oh
think.
no, they didn't complete it.
I don't think the Kansas City Chiefs so what beat them. I think the Indianapolis Colts made some bad coaching decisions down the stretch, and it was a couple of teams that did that. I think the Giants made bad coaching decisions
Yeah,
down the stretch, and you got the chance to see how important that coach is. See, the Giants is on an interim coach. You know what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying? You inside the 20, you up 3 inside 20 on a really good football team. My guy, you kick that 3.
Yeah.
You don't go for it on 4th and out. No, what are you doing? You take that.
Right.
You take that 3 and put your defense on the field. But the same with the Colts. The Colts had horrible play calling the whole second half. And
Man, the second half they had so many 3 and out, and you know what it is, and it was the people finding out if you could stop Jonathan Taylor, and put that quarterback Daniel Jones on the hot plate, he gonna fall every time.
well, yeah, that sounds good. That sounds real good, Wolf. Hey, Wolf, that sounds so good. That sounds like Thanksgiving dinner until you try to stop Jonathan Taylor.
But that what happened? They
Yeah,
chopped Jonathan Taylor.
yes. Try
Jonathan
to
Taylor.
stop Jonathan Taylor first, because I don't think the Kansas
The
City
Chiefs
Chiefs
stopped him. He
stopped
only
him.
got 60 yards. They stopped
I
him.
don't think they stopped him. I think the Colts got away from him.
I don't know. I don't know that Jonathan Taylor ain't run wild, and they
Because
had to
you know,
put
I
the
was watching a
ball
little
in
bit
there.
of that. I started watching it. I started watching it exclusively. I say it was about 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. That's when I was exclusively watching that game. Before that, I was watching a couple of games. You know what I'm saying? But about 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter, I started watching this Indy game because Indy was up, and I was like, okay,
Right.
Indy might be for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching it,
Mm-hmm.
and I watched the Colts come out and throw a passing play on first, second, and third down, 3 and out. Then they got the ball back again in 3 straight passing plays again.
That's why you putting on Danny
And
Jones.
what I'm saying is, I don't think the Chiefs stopped Jonathan Taylor. I think the
Bad
Colts got
coaching.
away from him.
Bad coaching. Because
Bad coaching decisions down the stretch.
you don't put, and that's what happened with they 3 losses. But you got to depend on don't fall. If Daniel
Hey,
Jones got to save
why
you
would
to
you?
be your
Why are
savior,
you
he's
depending
not
on?
going to be your savior. If you put Danny Jones on a hot plate, he going to burn. He needed that ball with Jonathan Taylor. With Taylor running, everything good. That's what I got to say.
Hey, you know the big Bentley truck.
Yeah.
The big the big Maybach truck.
Yeah.
That's what you got behind you, Daniel Jones. Why are we depending on Daniel Jones when you got a whole Maybach truck behind you?
Right.
Like that thing's so smooth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Jonathan Taylor's a problem. Like, I can go on and on because I like the way he runs. He reminds me of
Yeah.
Ricky Williams. Always fall forward, never lose yards. You know what I'm saying? Well, how can you not give him the ball? But that's a whole other story. So we're gonna see. Because I honestly I like the Cowboys, and I like the Cowboys to pull out the how the young cat said, BTA, belt to ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
BTA.
saying? BTA, belt to ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like I said, I got KC. I still think they gonna make that run because of the history of their greatness. We'll see though.
Man, Patrick Mahomes tired. You see that shit? He tired. He don't want to do this.
You got Dallas. I got KC. We gonna find out tomorrow.
Patrick Mahomes playing like he won a full summer this year.
Yeah, and let's get to the last game, Baltimore versus Cincinnati. Now it's a battle for the AFC North because 65 Baltimore, 65 Steelers. So this game right here, Baltimore could take off and have to take the division back. Do you think they're gonna do it? Because Lamar Jackson ain't been playing good. Defense been playing better. Lamar ain't been playing like Lamar.
Hey, but just like you said, that the Cincinnati Bengals can be back with a victory in this game, they can be back in control of the division. I believe it too. And you know what's even worse? Let me just tell you something that's funny. Don't let Joe Flacco go into Baltimore and beat this young kid and take control of this division. You know that's where he come from.
Oh, you ain't heard? I think they would have started Joe. Joe said he wanted to play tomorrow. They might have Joe.
Yeah. Joe ain't gonna make it. Hey, if they put Joe out there, hey, listen, no real shit, Wolf. If they put Joe out there, man, that Baltimore defense gonna hurt that man. They might as well shut that man down. Because he's gonna have to run for his life. He's not gonna be able to sit in that pocket with that ball.